I am about to find out if having the cabin light on is gonna result in me having a dead battery, which would suck. Even though I've turned it off and turned it on, thinking that if I turn it off and turn it on, that's gonna reset it somehow. But I'm beginning to get worried. Man, I think I'm gonna take the risk to make this video though, because I wanna share this. So, uh, on the last video, perhaps I'll just expand on that slightly more before I come to the new thing. Is the last video was talking about like not caring, and just kind of taking out of my brain the worry and care about what people think and how people view something I'm doing wrongly. Now, specifically, this came the biggest example of this in my life is like I'm deciding to sleep in a car that I've purchased, and I'm gonna work and make money out of that. I'm gonna go visit people out of that in that car, and that's gonna be my home. I can't afford a house, and I don't want to pay rent. I'm paying rent right now. It's not even that terrible compared to what most people are paying, but I'm paying $875 a month. And it's not that great of a location. Could be a lot worse. It's like 15-minute drive from like where everything is in the city, which I go there like multiple times a day to the city. So it's annoying to me, 15 minutes, but each time 15, 15, 15. You know, I go at least like there and back twice, pretty much every day. So that's an hour of driving. It's an hour just getting to where I in the area I need to be. Anyway, so, but like, oh, this is on the last video. I was like, I had a memory of a very recent memory. I'm talking to my friend Sean, and he has a wife, and he works at I guess I'll keep it slightly private. One of those big delivery things. You know what? I don't have to keep it private. There's probably like 500 dudes named Sean that work there, or 5,000. I think it's FedEx. And whatever if I'm wrong. It's either FedEx or like UPS or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's FedEx. But he works in a van has no AC, and he's been here in the Temecula summer. And Temecula, California is hot. Not as hot as Texas. Not as hot as some places, but it does get to 100 during the summer. Like for 1 or 2 weeks kind of touches that. And there's a lot of 95, 97, 98. For like 2 months you're in that range, and you know it's fucking hot. He fucking beasted through, but he just works. He works and commutes. He commutes an hour each day to pick up his van and the packages, and then he works. He says usually it's 10 hours a day, but he was talking to me the other day on the phone, and he was saying it's 12 hours. So imagine that. Yeah, you know, but imagine even just 10. Just 10. 10's a lot, but commuting, man. Commuting an hour, working 10, commuting back. That's 12 hours every day. And he does that he does it 5 days a week, but sometimes he does overtime, right? But, sorry, he always does overtime because it's 50 hours a week. This is normal. But sometimes he does overtime beyond that, right? Peak season during December. Pfft. But, man, and he's broke. He lives in an apartment with his wife. And he's broke. He's a cool dude. I like him. And I asked him to like hang out. And it's been, whether it was me or some other people asked him to hang out, I saw him write how he was broke like 3 or 4 times over the past like year. And but he works all the time, bro. He works all the time, but because he's paying that rent. I'm gonna guess he probably has a 2-bedroom, but maybe he has a 1-bedroom. But just call it a 1-bedroom, where he's paying at least like $1,600 a month. I believe after utilities and stuff, it's probably more. It's probably like $1,800 a month. And then you got food, and you got a wife. You're paying for, and that's the thing. She, this is kind of a different subject, but she should be working too. I don't know if she is. I kind of get the feeling she's not, because he's so broke. He must be paying for everything for her. And she's not disabled or anything as far as I know. I mean, I met her at a wedding. She was walking fine. She's smart. But, anyway, that's kind of a different subject. The point is, there's a lot of people that are just broke. And they're working their asses off, okay? I work, and I go in waves. I'll go, like, working my ass off, working medium, kind of being a lazy bitch. Then comes back up, work harder. I'm constantly going in waves, And part of it's due to my health sometimes, down in lazy bitch mode. But that was some unnecessary cursing. That was just kind of vulgar, and I didn't like that about myself. Sometimes I'm like, cursing's fine, but I don't know. I apologize for that one. It just wasn't good. But anyway, just a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so I am going to live in my car. I've done it before. I did it before for 2 months. I lived in this car. I had to think just in case. Yeah, it was this car. Check that out, bro. It's ready right now for me. Just about ready. There's a few things I need to get from my room, but I'm about to set out on it in about 5 days. Head back to my home state. Get my new car. Sell this one. It's unfortunate. This is a nice car, man, and it's running good and everything. And but 22 miles per gallon, it's not quite good enough for DoorDash, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, but you could do it. But 3 times, I'm gonna save 3 times, like, the money I spent on gas. For every 1,000 I spend on gas, I'm gonna pay $333 approximately on electricity. And that's just doing super. Well, maybe I gave away. I was gonna kind of keep this a secret, but fuck it, man. All right, now I'm getting a Tesla Model 3. It's a 2019 with 38,000 miles. So it's a used. I'm buying it from Tesla, used. It's still freaking expensive, but it's just about. It's on the cheaper end as far as Teslas. On the very far cheaper end, like it's but still, yeah, it's expensive anyway. I kind of just didn't want. I worry about the judgment, It's like at first I was really looking forward to the good car, and I still am really looking forward to it. But today I realized, some people are gonna judge me, and they're gonna look at me differently, and assume things about me, because I'm gonna have this Tesla. Do a quick reset on this. I hope that works. To not drain my battery. Let me know in the comments below if that drains the battery if you reset it. So I guess we gotta transit. See, I was gonna talk about a different topic. I might have to make a third video. I'm getting pretty tired, so I'll probably have to make it another time. But I think now I gotta talk about like that, and it kind of goes along with what I was saying in the last video. Like I still struggle with this thing, even though I've flipped a switch and I think about things differently now. This is kind of tangentially related. It's not exactly the thing, but like I don't want to be judged and viewed as wealthier than I am, because literally I'm putting everything I have as a 30-year-old into this car, basically. Like, I could sell every asset I have, and I could pay this car off 100%, and I could have about $400 in my bank account, something like that. This is a used one, okay? This is a used 2019, 4 years old at the making of this video, but and so I worry that not just with people in real life, I guess, I wasn't planning to say it on here, but I let it slip, like the supercharger. I said super, and I was like, wait, supercharger. I guess I still could have got away with that, because I could have said, other EVs can use superchargers now. There's some special licenses. There's barely any superchargers that are available to other EVs at the moment. There's just a few, from what I saw on the map. But anyway, that'll be coming. But anyway, now that I've said it, I gotta let you know a little bit. It's a third the cost with the supercharger. It would be approximately a sixth of the cost of gas if I charged it home. I don't have a home, you know. So supercharger it is, and that's still a third. I'm saving every 1,000. Call it. I'm saving $650 on every $1,000 that I would have spent on gas. I'm spending $350. You know, call it $350. Now there's other expenses with the car, of course, and it's still a big debate in my mind how soon, if at all, if I ever just switch my Tesla to liability after it's paid off. I'm really considering switching it to liability because I'm like, comprehensive and collision, bro. I've never done it before, but I've already called and I know about how much it's gonna be. It's gonna be about $200 if I get their freaking software that tracks my driving, which I'm like, I'm a great driver, but these apps ain't gonna understand me, bruh. They ain't gonna understand me because I used to be an Amazon delivery driver, and there was an app that tracked my driving, and that thing was bullshit. So and so I'm just I think I might pay the extra to not have that track, because if they're gonna track me and then they're gonna up the rates, then fuck them, bruh. So just give me the rate without it, I think, but we'll see. Anyway, there's other expenses, you know, comprehensive collision, because right now my car insurance payment with the good old Honda Accord is, I don't know why I'm showing you the bed, like Honda Accord. Look at them sheets though. No. Look at the blanket. Um it's $60 a month, man, for liability with this, you know, and I'm gonna go up to, you know, call it 200 on the low side for comprehensive and collision. That's 140 a month, dude. 140 a month times 12 is approximately like $1,680, I think. So an extra, like, let's call it an extra $1,600 a year, an extra $1,700. That adds up, man, and that's significant. That's very significant. As well as there's other costs. I mean, there's the tax I'm gonna pay on this damn thing, which is ridiculous. They shouldn't make you pay tax on used. I don't know. I think tax in general is bullshit. But anyway, no, it's not complete bullshit. But for poor people living in their car, should they have to pay $3,000 in tax? I think not. Anyway, so the car camp mode. That's what I wanted to talk about. Is that's one major reason I want to get the Tesla. That being said, other EVs possibly could have that same capability. When I was thinking of it in my head, I was like, I don't know about other EVs having that capability, but straight EVs they probably do. But the thing is, well, let me delve a little bit more into the car capability. What I mean by that, running the AC or heater, but most importantly, the AC. Through the battery and using 5 to 10%, maybe 15 tops, 15% if it's like running high all night to keep you cool. So I say the AC is more important than the heater, because if you ever lived in your car in a hot environment and you've lived in your car in a cool environment, you will have learned that it is much easier to stay warm in a cool environment than it is to stay cool in a warm environment. It sucks being hot, and I had to experience that recently in this car. Even if it's 70 degrees outside, it gets up to like 74, 75, maybe 76, 77 inside because of hot breath and body heat. I was dying, man, like 3 months ago when I was trying a heater in the summer. Oh, man. But in the Tesla, it's going to keep me cool, man, and it's going to use minimal energy to do so. Whereas some nights I remember I had to do when I was sick last summer. I got sick at one point sleeping in my car, and I had to turn the AC on. It was during the day because I just had to lay down all day. I had that thing running so bad from that car, but luckily the car's doing good. But let's do a light check. Oh shit, we're at 14 minutes. Anyway, so I had my car running like 12 hours straight of the day. I mean, you know, maybe one break or two to go to the bathroom. Well, actually I went to the bathroom inside the car, but anyway, yeah, call it 12 hours straight running the AC. Like, but you know, gas car, it's freaking idling, bro. It's, you know, the freaking RPMs, and it's using gas, and it's not good to just run your AC on idle with a gas car, an ice car. Ice. internal combustion engine. But with the electric, it's a whole different world, man. So that's a huge selling point for me with Tesla. Also, I rented a Tesla for one day a couple years ago to test it out, and I fell in love with it. And there is a little bit, although I don't like luxury things. I say I don't like luxury things. There are some nice things, and I'm letting myself do this because this is the cheapest end of this, and I would never get a Model S. I would never get anything just for the luxurious point of it. I'm always gonna get on the more economical end. That being said, it's nice in there. But even more than that, the reliability, man. The amount that I trust Tesla, it's built strong. And I was driving it, and I was like, this thing is a beast. And maybe I could get screwed, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't trust Tesla. I know some people watching this are gonna be like, fuck Tesla, I ain't trusting that full self-driving piece of... Yeah, anyway. My friend literally just texted me that the other day. Anyway, he doesn't sound like that. He's from Bolivia, but the voice inside of his head probably sounds like that. Anyway, just joking, Ed. Alright. So, there's another thing I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to have to do that in the future. Hopefully I can remember that. But if you watch this way in the future and you see it's been a couple of months and I still haven't talked, even a couple of weeks, I haven't talked about the thing I'm saying, I'm going to just give you a sneak preview of right now. Then remind me in the comments of this or most recent video. Just be like, hey, you said you talk about this thing. Talk about it. So the thing is, it's that old man that there's a decent chance you've seen him on YouTube. Decent chance. Like a 10 to 20% chance, maybe higher. I've seen him so many times, and I never clicked on his shit, but it was like the loneliness shit. It's crap, man. I can't remember the name of it. But if you type in like how to deal with loneliness, it's got like 3.3 million views right now. So it's got at least 3.3 million by the time you see this and look it up. Type in like how to deal with loneliness. Oh, Dry Creek Wrangler School. Type that in. It's something like that. Dry Creek Wrangler School. Old man with the beard. Dry Creek Wrangler School loneliness. That video was fire. That video changed my life, and I saw that shit like 2 days ago. I saw that, and I was like, oh, this is one of those good ones that get me thinking differently, and that's what I want to talk about in that. It helps, man. He helps. Yeah, you can see it past the part where he's talking about the cigar. That shit's annoying as hell. I don't like cigars, but maybe you like cigars, so you don't skip it. Whatever. Do you, girl? Anyway, bro, it is time for me to go. Y'all have a good night.